Welcome back to our channel, English with Ethan. Today's video is powerful. It's about you, your pain, your strength, your comeback. If you've ever felt lost, broken, or forgotten, this message is for you. It's time to become the hero of your own story. Let's begin. What if the greatest story ever told is your own? What if everything you've been through, the pain, the silence, the fear, the failure, was never meant to break you, but to build you into the person you were always meant to be? This is not just a motivational video. This is your wake-up call, because every movie needs a hero, every book needs a warrior, and every life needs someone brave enough to take control. You can keep waiting for someone to save you, or you can become the hero of your own story. This is your journey, and today, it begins. Lesson 1. Every hero starts as a nobody, but they don't stay there. Let's be honest. Every hero you know, in movies, books, real life, started from nothing. They weren't born brave. They weren't born strong. They were made by the struggles they faced. They were scared. They were doubted. They were broken. But they made one powerful decision. I won't let this be the end of me. Think of a hero like Harry Potter. He lived in a cupboard, unloved and unwanted. But he didn't stay there. Or think of someone real like Oprah Winfrey. She was abused, poor, and rejected. But she didn't stay there either. The same goes for you. Maybe right now you feel invisible. Maybe you're stuck in a life you didn't choose. Maybe you've made mistakes. Maybe you don't believe in yourself. But guess what? Every great story starts like that. The only difference between people who become heroes and people who stay stuck is this. Heroes don't wait to feel ready. They rise when everything says they shouldn't. They don't say, one day I'll be strong. They say, I'll fight, even when I feel weak. So today, even if you feel like a nobody, even if the world doesn't believe in you, even if your voice is shaking, stand up, begin, take the first step. Because the hero inside you is not someone you find, it's someone you build. One step, one choice, one day at a time. You don't need superpowers. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect confidence. You just need courage to begin. Because the moment you begin, you've already taken the first step to becoming the hero of your story. Lesson 2. Rewrite the script. Stop playing the victim. Let's be honest. Life doesn't always go the way we want. People hurt us. Dreams break. And sometimes, no matter how hard we try, we still lose. And in those dark moments, it's easy to ask, why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? Why is life so unfair? These questions are not bad. They're natural. But here's the truth most people never want to hear. You can cry, you can feel pain, you can fall. But if you stay in victim mode, you will never grow. And I know this may hurt to hear, but you can't be the victim and the hero at the same time. Let's break this down. Who is a victim? A victim is someone who blames everyone else for where they are, waits for someone to come and fix their life, says, this is just my bad luck, believes they have no power. But here's the problem. Victims never move forward because they've already convinced themselves that nothing can change. Who is a hero? A hero is someone who takes back control, even when everything feels out of control. Says, maybe it's not my fault, but it's still my responsibility. Doesn't wait to be rescued. Refuses to stay broken. They still feel pain, but they use it. They still fall, but they stand again. They still fail, but they don't give up. A hero doesn't live in the past. They write a new future. The power of rewriting your script. Imagine your life is like a movie. So far, the movie has had some sad scenes. People rejected you. Maybe your parents didn't support you. Maybe you lost something big. Maybe you were bullied. Maybe you failed in school, in love, or in life. But here's the question. Who is holding the pen now? You are. You may not have written the beginning of your story, but you are holding the pen today. You get to decide what kind of character you want to become, what battles you're ready to fight, what ending you want to write. So, ask yourself, are you still stuck in the first chapter? Or are you ready to flip the page? Real-world example, the mirror test. Stand in front of a mirror and ask yourself, am I still blaming people who hurt me years ago? Am I still waiting for someone to save me? Am I still saying I can't before even trying? Now say this out loud. I choose to stop being a victim. I choose to become the hero of my own story. No more excuses, no more waiting. This is my life. I take control now. Say it until you believe it. Say it every morning if you have to. Because this is how heroes are made, not in a single day, but in daily decisions. 5 steps to stop playing the victim and rewrite your life. 1. Take responsibility. Even if it wasn't your fault. Someone broke you? I'm sorry, but you're healing. That's your job. Victims say, I can't because they hurt me. Heroes say, they hurt me, but I'm still moving forward. 2. Replace why me with what now. Pain will come. That's life. But don't sit in the pain forever. Ask, what can I learn from this? What can I do next? That's how growth begins. 3. Drop the excuses. I'm too old. I'm not smart. No one supports me. Throw these thoughts in the trash. They don't belong in the life of a hero. 4. Take tiny actions. You don't need a full plan. Just take one small step. Start learning. Start walking. Start saving money. Start speaking. Start moving. One tiny action each day. And soon, you're rewriting your whole story. 5. Believe you deserve a better life. Victims feel guilty for wanting more. Heroes say, I may not have it yet, but I deserve a good life, and I'm going to fight for it. A message for those who are hurting. If you're going through a hard time right now, I see you. I hear you. I've been there too. But this is not the end of your story. This is just the part where things feel impossible. Before they become incredible. The pain is real, but so is your power. The silence is loud, but your voice is stronger. The darkness is deep, but you have light inside you. You are not weak for struggling. You are strong for surviving. But now, surviving is not enough. It's time to rise. It's time to grow. It's time to rewrite the script. You've been told your whole life, you can't. You're not enough. It's too late. Just accept it. But now, you tell yourself something new. I am the writer of my story. I decide who I become. I am not finished yet. And this time, the ending will be mine. Lesson 3. The power of micro wins. How small steps make you unstoppable. Let me ask you something important. Do you ever feel like your goals are too big? Like your dreams are too far away? Like no matter how hard you try, nothing changes? Maybe you want to learn English fluently, build a business, get out of debt, become confident, lose weight, heal from a broken past, or just feel proud of who you are. But when you look at the distance between where you are now and where you want to be, it feels overwhelming. You feel like giving up before you even begin. But here's a truth that can change your life forever. Big transformations don't come from big leaps. They come from small, daily victories. Micro wins. What are micro wins? A micro win is a small, simple action you do daily that pushes your life forward. It's not about doing everything in one day. It's about doing something every day. These tiny wins may seem small, but over time, they build momentum, build confidence, and build belief. Let me give you some examples. Examples of micro wins. Reading 2 pages of a book every night, not 200. Speaking English out loud for 5 minutes daily. Making your bed in the morning. Saying no to just one unhealthy habit today. Drinking water instead of soda. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Doing 10 push-ups, not 100. Saying, I believe in me, even if your voice shakes. These are not huge wins, but they are real wins. And real wins, repeated daily, lead to real growth. Why micro wins matter. Let's break this down like a story. Imagine this. There are 2 people. Both want to climb a mountain. One person tries to jump to the top in one day. They run fast, they get excited, but by sunset, they're exhausted. They sit down halfway, angry, tired, and defeated. They quit. The second person? They don't rush. They just take one small step every single day. Sometimes it's a hard step. Sometimes it's a slow step. Sometimes it's painful. But they keep moving, no matter how small the step is. And after 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, they reach the top. Not because they were faster, not because they were smarter, but because they understood this powerful truth. Consistency beats intensity. Daily effort beats sudden motivation. Tiny steps beat giant promises. Why most people fail. Let me tell you a harsh truth. Most people fail not because they are weak, but because they wait for big motivation. They say, I'll start on Monday. I'll wait until I feel ready. I'll do it when I have more time. I'll change my life when things calm down. But guess what? Motivation is a liar. It comes and goes. What really works is discipline. And discipline is built through micro wins. Micro wins build identity. Every time you complete a micro win, you send a message to your brain. I show up. I don't quit. I take action. I'm becoming the kind of person I admire. For example, you want to speak English fluently? Don't wait for perfect fluency. Start saying 1 sentence a day. 1 sentence becomes 2. 2 becomes 10. After a month, you're speaking without fear. That's how you build fluency. Sentence by sentence. You want to become confident? Don't wait to feel powerful. Just look someone in the eye today. Just say one brave thing. Just smile at yourself in the mirror. That's how confidence is built, moment by moment. These small wins become your new identity. You stop saying, I'm trying. You start saying, I'm becoming. Make micro wins your daily habit. Let's make this real. Here's how you create your own hero routine with micro wins. Step 1. Choose 3 small daily actions that move your life forward. Example. 1. Speak 2 sentences in English every day. 2. Read 1 page of a self-help book. 3. Walk for 10 minutes. That's it. Simple, clear, achievable. Step 2. Commit for 7 days without excuses. Tell yourself, no matter what happens, I will not break this chain for 7 days. Step 3. Celebrate every tiny win. Say out loud, I did it. I'm growing. I'm proud of me. Because the more you notice your wins, the more your brain believes. I can do hard things. You don't need to climb the entire mountain today. You just need to take the next step. Don't focus on the whole staircase. Focus on the next stair. Don't wait for a perfect plan. Take imperfect action. Don't try to be the hero in one day. Just act like a hero. For one moment. Then do it again tomorrow. And again the day after that. Because the truth is, massive change is not made in a single moment. It's made in thousands of silent, invisible micro-wins that no one claps for. Until one day, they can't ignore you anymore. Lesson 4. Face your inner demons. The real enemies are inside you. Let me ask you something important. What's really stopping you? Is it lack of money, lack of time, lack of support, lack of opportunity? Maybe. But let's go deeper. What if your biggest enemy is not outside of you, but inside? What if the real villain of your story isn't your past, your job, or your family, but the voice inside your own mind? Because the truth is, the hero's greatest battle is always internal. You can't win the outer war until you win the inner one. Step 3. Celebrate every tiny win. Say out loud, I did it. I'm growing. I'm proud of me. Meet your inner demons inside all of us. There are voices. Some lift us up. Some tear us down. Let's talk about the 4 inner demons that stop most people from becoming heroes. 1. The demon of self-doubt. This one whispers things like, you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You don't deserve success. What if you fail? It makes you afraid to start, afraid to speak, afraid to dream. But here's what self-doubt doesn't want you to know. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You need to begin, to become better. Every confident person you see today was once afraid. They just didn't listen to the demon. 2. The demon of guilt and shame. This one holds your past against you. Remember what you did? You're a failure. You made too many mistakes. People will never forget. This demon wants you to stay small, to keep punishing yourself, to believe that you are not worthy of a better future. But listen to me. Your past is a chapter, not the whole book. Even heroes have dark beginnings. That's what makes their story powerful. You are not your worst moment. You are who you choose to become today. 3. The demon of anger and resentment. This demon says, they hurt you, don't forgive. Stay bitter, stay cold, don't trust anyone again. Use your pain as a wall, not a bridge. But this demon steals your energy. It keeps you in a prison made of your own rage. You're not just angry at them, you're angry at yourself, and it's slowly eating you from the inside. The only way out is this. Forgive. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Let go of the poison. You can't carry a sword and a wound at the same time. 4. The demon of comparison. This one says, look at them. They're ahead of you. You're too late. You'll never catch up. You're nothing compared to them. It makes you feel small, like your journey doesn't matter, like your efforts are worthless. But here's the truth. You're not here to be someone else. You're here to become yourself, fully, unapologetically, and beautifully. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. How to defeat these demons. Here's the powerful truth. You can't run from your inner demons. You must face them, fight them, and free yourself from them. Here's how. Step 1. Name the demon. You can't fight what you can't see. Ask yourself, what lie have I been believing about myself? What thought keeps stopping me? What fear is living rent-free in my mind? Write it down. Speak it out loud. Because when you shine a light on your inner demon, it starts to lose its power. Step 2. Create a new inner voice. For every lie you tell yourself, create a truth that's stronger. For example, I always fail. Every failure is a lesson. I am learning. I'm not good enough. I am growing stronger every single day. People will judge me. Their opinion doesn't control my life. Speak these truths daily, like a warrior sharpening his sword. Make your inner voice your best friend, not your worst enemy. Step 3. Act despite the fear. You don't wait for the demons to disappear. You move with them. The voice says, don't speak. You speak anyway. The voice says, you'll fail. You try anyway. The voice says, stay small. You rise anyway. Because here's the hero's secret. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to act, even when fear is screaming. A real-life reminder. Every great hero had to face their inner demons. Batman had to face his fear of the past. Iron Man had to overcome his ego and trauma. Nelson Mandela had to fight the anger in his heart after 27 years in prison. Malala had to speak out, even when her voice shook. They all had one thing in common. They didn't let their demons win. And neither should you. Your enemy is not outside. It's not your job, not your family, not your background, not your failures. The real battle is inside you. And the hero is not the person who fights others. It's the one who fights their own darkness and keeps walking anyway. So tonight, look in the mirror and say to yourself, I see my fears, I see my doubts, I see my pain, but I also see my power. And I choose to become my own hero. Starting now. Because once you defeat the demons within, nothing outside can ever stop you again. Lesson 5. The Lone Road. Walk alone until they can't ignore you. Let me start with a simple truth. Most people will not understand your journey. They will not believe in your dreams. They will not support you in the beginning. They might even laugh at you, doubt you, or completely ignore you. And you know what? That's okay, because heroes are not built in crowds. They are built in silence, in loneliness, and in self-belief. The path to greatness is walked alone, before anyone claps for you. The hero's road is lonely. When you start changing, when you start dreaming bigger, when you start saying, I want more than this, people around you may get uncomfortable. Why? Because your growth reminds them of their fears. Your courage shines a light on their excuses. So instead of cheering for you, they'll say things like, that's not possible. Who do you think you are? You've changed. You'll fail. Why don't you just be normal? And that's the moment you must make a powerful decision. Will you shrink yourself to fit their comfort? Or will you walk alone to build the life you were meant for? Why walking alone is powerful. Let's be honest, walking alone is not easy, but it is necessary. Here's why. 1. You discover who you are. When you're alone, you stop hearing everyone else's voice and start hearing your own. You finally ask, what do I want? What do I believe in? What kind of life do I want to create? This is the beginning of true power. 2. You build real confidence. When you walk alone and still keep going. When you work in silence and no one notices. When you show up without applause, you build a kind of strength that no one can take away. You no longer need permission. You no longer need validation. You become unstoppable. 3. You create instead of wait. Most people wait for a team, a partner, a cheerleader, a lucky break. But heroes? They start alone. They build alone. They believe alone. And when the results show up, suddenly everyone sees them. But they forget one thing. You were already a hero, long before anyone noticed. Real-world story. The garage years. Let's talk about some real heroes who walked alone. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak started Apple in a garage. No investors, no support. Just two guys building something that no one believed in. J.K. Rowling was a single mother, rejected by 12 publishers. She was broke, depressed, and alone. But she kept writing. She didn't give up. The Rock had just $7 in his pocket when he was cut from football. No job, no future, no help. But he said, "I'll never be in this position again." They walked the lonely road until the world had no choice but to notice. What to do when you feel alone? When you're on your journey and no one supports you, here's what you need to do. 1. Stop expecting people to understand. Your dream was given to you, not them. They can't see what you see, and they're not supposed to. Stop wasting time explaining. Use that energy to build. 2. Create a daily routine that keeps you focused. In the quiet, it's easy to get lost. So create structure, create rituals. Wake up early, move your body, read powerful books, work on your craft, practice speaking to yourself in English. Write down your goals. You don't need the crowd, you just need discipline. 3. Talk to yourself like a leader. When you feel tired, tell yourself, "This is hard, and I'm still doing it." They may not see it now, but I will make them see. One day they'll say, "I always believed in you." Be your own coach, your own soldier, your own best friend. Brick by brick. How legends are built. Don't wait for a crowd to cheer. Don't wait for a hand to pull you up. Don't wait for someone to walk with you. Just start. One day, one step, one brick at a time. Because a legend is built in silence. And when the world finally hears your name, they'll never know how many nights you cried, how many times you almost gave up, how many battles you fought alone. But you will know, and you'll never forget. Being alone is not a punishment. It's preparation. It's where you sharpen your mind. It's where you build discipline. It's where you become so good that they can't ignore you. So if no one supports you right now, good. This is the perfect moment to become powerful in silence. This is your training ground. This is your secret advantage. Because the day is coming when you will walk into the room, and they will say, "Who is that? Where did they come from? How did we not see them before?" And you will smile, because you always saw it in yourself. Lesson 6. The comeback story. Turn your pain into your power. Let me say this clearly. The most powerful stories in the world are not about people who never fell. They're about people who fell and rose again. That's what makes a hero. Not a perfect life, but a powerful comeback. And guess what? Your pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your transformation. Everyone falls, even heroes. You may be hurting right now. Maybe you failed again and again. Maybe you trusted the wrong people. Maybe you're tired. Maybe life broke you in ways no one even knows. But here's the truth. Falling is not the opposite of success. Falling is part of becoming stronger. Every hero in history, every real one, has been broken. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison. Malala was shot in the head for speaking the truth. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before creating the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. They weren't always strong. They weren't always confident. They weren't always believed. But they made a choice. They used their pain as power. They made their comeback story legendary. And now, it's your turn. Why pain can be your greatest power. Let's go deeper. Pain teaches you things that comfort never will. 1. Pain wakes you up. When everything is easy, we become lazy. But when pain hits, we start asking bigger questions. What am I doing with my life? What do I really want? What am I allowing that I shouldn't? What kind of person do I want to become? Pain forces us to wake up, to stop drifting, and start driving our own life. 2. Pain builds depth. If you've suffered, you have something others don't. Depth. Understanding, realness, empathy. You can feel more. You can connect more. You can help others because you've been there. That's what makes you powerful. 3. Pain makes your story unforgettable. No one is inspired by someone who had it easy. People are moved by those who fell to the bottom, but climbed back up. Your scars are not ugly. They are proof that you survived, and they will be someone else's roadmap. How to turn your pain into power, your comeback formula. Here's how heroes rise. Step 1. Feel the pain. Don't run from it. Don't pretend you're okay if you're not. Cry, scream, sit in silence. Write down everything that hurts. Feel it fully. Because pain that's ignored becomes poison. But pain that's faced becomes power. Step 2. Ask the hero's question. Not, why did this happen to me? But, what is this trying to teach me? What can I build from this? How can I come back stronger? Heroes don't waste pain. They transform it. Step 3. Rebuild, brick by brick. Start small. Wake up earlier. Eat one healthy meal. Speak one sentence in English. Send one email. Go for a walk. Read one page. Make one new decision. You're not rebuilding in one day. You're rebuilding daily. One brick, one moment, one win at a time. Step 4. Use the pain as fuel. Let every doubt become your reason. They said you can't? Prove them wrong. You failed before? Use it to grow. They left you behind? Rise so high they can't even reach you. This is not revenge. This is rebirth. Step 5. Share the story. When you're ready, when you've rebuilt yourself, speak your truth. Not to get pity, but to give someone else hope. Let your story say, I was broken, but not finished. I was lost, but not defeated. I was in darkness, but I found my own light. That's what heroes do. They rise, and then light the way for others. Real-world story. The man who couldn't walk. There was once a young man who got into a terrible accident. Doctors told him he would never walk again. He cried, he screamed, he gave up. For months, he stayed in his room, depressed. Then one day, he looked at the mirror and said, I don't care if I walk again or not, but I will not quit on myself. He started doing small exercises, tiny movements, every day, alone. No one believed in him. But he didn't stop. A year later, he stood. 2 years later, he walked. 3 years later, he ran a marathon. His pain became his strength. His injury became his story. That's a hero. And you? You can write your own version. You don't need to erase your pain. You just need to use it. Use it to become wiser, stronger, kinder, braver, because one day, the very thing that tried to destroy you will become the reason people remember your name. So let this be your declaration. My pain does not define me. My comeback does. Let the world see the fall, but shock them with the rise. Because this is not the end. This is your moment to rise again. Lesson 7. Write the ending. Live a life worth remembering. Every book ends. Every movie fades to black. Every journey reaches its final chapter. And one day, your story will end too. The question is not if it ends. The question is, will your story be worth remembering? Will people say they lived, they inspired, they changed something? Or will they say they had potential, but they stayed afraid? Because here's a truth that will shake your soul. You don't get to control how your story begins, but you have full power over how it ends. And that's why this lesson matters the most. This is not about being rich. This is not about being famous. This is about meaning. This is about becoming the kind of person you were born to be, and writing a story that gives others permission to rise. What does writing your ending mean? It means living on purpose, not by accident, choosing growth over comfort, creating something that outlives you, becoming someone your younger self would admire, becoming someone your future self will thank, making peace with your past, and using it as power, leaving behind a story that makes people say, if they did it, maybe I can too. Real life story, the final day. Imagine this, you're 90 years old, sitting in a quiet room, no noise, no more emails, no more distractions, just you and your memories. You close your eyes and watch the movie of your life. Did you speak your truth or stay silent? Did you try or always wait for the right time? Did you love fully or stay guarded? Did you chase your dreams or settle for less? What would that 90-year-old version of you say? Would they smile with pride or cry with regret? Because the truth is, regret is heavier than failure, and silence is louder than any applause you never received. You get one story, one chance, one life. Write it well. 5 powerful ways to write a life that matters. 1. Live your truth, even if it's uncomfortable. Most people wear masks. They hide their feelings. They chase other people's dreams. They do what's safe, not what's right. But not you. Heroes live their truth. They speak it. They walk it. They fight for it, even when it's hard. You can't write a powerful ending with a fake story. 2. Create something that outlives you. It doesn't have to be a company. It can be a lesson, a book, a song, a child, a belief, a habit, a story that you pass on. Leave behind something that helps the world grow, even after you're gone, because legends die, but legacies live. 3. Choose growth over comfort. Every time. The easy road? It's crowded. It's forgettable. The hard road? It's lonely. But that's where your real story is written. Wake up early. Take risks. Start small. Speak when your voice shakes. Show up when no one else does, because growth is painful. But staying stuck is deadly. 4. Accept that the ending is coming, and let that light a fire. Most people avoid thinking about death. But here's the truth. You're not promised tomorrow. That's not scary. That's freeing. It means you don't wait. You don't hold back. You don't say one day. You say, if today is my last page, I'll make it a masterpiece. 5. Love loudly. Forgive deeply. Give generously. The most powerful part of your story? Not your money, not your followers, not your trophies. It's your heart. Did you love boldly? Did you help others rise? Did you lift someone up when no one was watching? Because at the end of your story, people won't remember your car. They'll remember your kindness. They'll remember the feeling you gave them. They'll remember your light. So give love. Forgive fast. Help someone. Say thank you. Say, I'm proud of you. Say, I believe in you. Say it to yourself. That's how you write an ending no one forgets. Right now, you're not just watching a video. You're standing at the edge of your next chapter. Everything you've been through, every tear, every mistake, every loss, every lonely night. It all brought you here. And now, you hold the pen. So write like your life depends on it. Because it does. You are not just a character in someone else's movie. You are the author of your own legend. Don't let fear write the ending. Don't let pain write the ending. Don't let silence write the ending. You write it. Boldly, bravely, brilliantly. Because the world doesn't need more copies. It needs you. The real you, the powerful you, the unforgettable you. And when it's all over, and your name is spoken one last time, let them say, they lived, they loved, they built something real, they didn't wait, they became the hero of their story, and so can you. If this journey moved you, if you're ready to become the hero of your story, then walk with us. Subscribe now and keep growing. This is not the end. This is the beginning. You were always the hero. You just needed someone to remind you. Now go, write your story, and live it loudly. God bless your journey.